If you clicked on this video and you're wondering if you can build a website in Kartra, the short answer is yes. A lot of people ask this question, can I build a website in Kartra? But the real question is, should you? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you how you absolutely can build a website in Kartra and when you should and when you shouldn't. And we're just going to dive into it inside of this video. So hey there, my name is Barbie Figueroa. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. And if you landed on this video, you're actually part of a 5-part series that I'm creating, which is basically me sharing the journey of building my digital business online. Now, by digital business, I mean I am building the assets and the, the funnels, the website, everything that is branded to me. Because before this, I was really focused on affiliate marketing. So I was, promoting other people's products, which, I still do. But now I've also created my own, what I call my own personal branding for profit system, which I will get into that more as the video goes on. But I am leading with my own products, my own lead magnet, things like that, instead of just depending on affiliate marketing stuff. Now, again, even though it's in the back end of my business, the front end of my business is a little bit different. And actually, I break all of this down inside of my Profitable Leads Playbook. If you want to check it out, I will have a link for you in the description. If you want to see how you can build your own personalized lead generation systems. So if you want to check that out, I'll link it for you in the description box right below this video. All right, so can you build a website with Kartra? Yes, you absolutely can. However, some people say you really shouldn't, and here are some exceptions. I think that if you are looking to do something a little bit more complicated or a little bit more involved, then you might want to really consider your options. So personally, what I did was I built my website using a AI web application builder, and I talk about that in the other video that I just did, and I will link it for you at the end screen, and it's also part of my playlist. But I ended up going with an AI web application builder because I'm technically savvy and I've been in affiliate marketing for a really, really long time. And I've also helped people brand themselves. And so now I was like, I really was enamored with the smart technology that building with a web application builder gives me. I was able to add a bunch of bells and whistles that it wouldn't be as easy to do if you use like existing platforms. So, but not everybody is going to want to build a custom AI website themselves. They're not going to even know what to add to it to make it effective. And you may or may not want to invest in paying someone to actually do it for you. So in that case, if you're looking for a really solid alternative that is not WordPress, that is not like a lot of people love GHL, but I really, at this point in time, I may change my mind in the future. Never say never. Okay. But right now, for me, for what I'm doing, GHL is a little bit more, it's just got a lot, it's got too many moving parts, and I just needed something that was simple, that would make my brand look good, that was easy out of the box, that was very forgiving as far as a design aspect goes out of the box. And so Kartra fits the bill, and that I could also sell my own products and have a membership area. And that's it. Like, I didn't need so many moving parts, like all these, crazy pipelines and all these, like all these other extra tools. I really didn't need them, at least right now at this point in time. So I wanted something that was a little bit more focused for creators or consultants, coaches, course creators, affiliate marketers, network marketers. And I feel like Kartra is the sweet spot. So in that case, then yes, I would absolutely build a website in Kartra, because Kartra, out of the box, their templates look amazing. So if you're not a great designer, or if you have that DIY, do-it-yourself type of spirit, if you can replace some of the images that they have inside of their templates, and you've got a good solid color branding palette, you can create something that looks like $1,000,000. Now, I also would consider, how many pages do you need on your website? So the kind of websites that I have always built, even for myself or my clients, they don't have a lot of moving parts. I'm talking about maybe 5 simple pages: your home page, about me page, work with me page, contact page, and then like the legal pages, and then a call to action to take that next step. That's all I'm talking about. If you need a more complex full of all kinds of pages, then I might reconsider. There are options that are more advanced that would probably be better suited for you. But if you're in this like Goldilocks zone where you don't need anything too complicated, but you need it to look gorgeous out of the box, you want to look more premium out of the box, and you also want to be able to sell some of your products, maybe create a membership, maybe have like a support ticket system for your clients, then definitely Kartra will do the trick. Now, I will warn you, if you want to do SEO blogging, Kartra does not have a blogging platform, okay? Now, if you're like me, however, that you're not so much about the SEO part of the blog because my videos are more SEO driven, but you want to have a blog so that you can share your blog posts on social media and then get that social media traffic back to your website, then for that, you can definitely use Kartra, and I've got a third-party blog that I can recommend to you, but I will do that in another video so that way we can stay focused on the website part. So with that being said, what I want to do is I want to go inside of my Kartra back office. I want to show you some of the templates as they are out of the box so that you can visualize how your website could possibly look if you build a website inside of Kartra. And if you want to fast track through some of Kartra's best features, I actually created a free training for you, which is my Kartra Kickstart Crash Course. I will link that for you right below this video too. You can go check that out. It's totally free. So that way you have an idea of some of the best features inside of Kartra so that you can check it out for yourself. All right. So with that being said, let's dive into my back office so that you can check out Kartra's beautiful website templates. And I'm also going to show you a couple of things that I've created myself from scratch. All right. So let's go. All right, so here I am inside of my Kartra back office. And if you want to check out the templates, all you have to do is go to pages and click on all pages, and it'll show you all the pages. Now, I just designed this one, and I have this other one that I'm going to show you in just a second. But let's go ahead and check out their templates that you have available to you. So you're going to click on a page, and another thing I want to share with you is Kartra is not technically a website builder. It's a page builder. So I would compare it something like maybe like Lead Pages, where you can create individual pages. And then what you need to do is you need to actually create a site. And then in that site, you would add all your pages that then would equal to your whole entire website. I believe I talk about that inside of my crash course, so make sure to check it out. But I find that it's easy to duplicate things quickly when there are individual pages, and then all I have to do is tweak the settings, and then I can just boom, add them to wherever I want. So it takes a minute to get used to how it works because it's not an actual website builder per se, but you can string a bunch of pages together and create a website, a funnel, etc., and then easily move things around, copy pages to other sites, and I personally love the way that it works. So let's just go ahead and create a sample just so that we can see some of the templates that we have available here. And you can check out by industry, by goal, by page type, even by colors. But let's just go and scroll a little bit. So you'll see they have all different kinds of pages. And so this is like a sign up page. So you would add that to a funnel. So all the pages are just individually designed. Now, if we click on each page, so let's say, for example, let's click on this one. All right. You'll see that Kartra's aesthetic is very clean, but not like boring, minimalistic clean. Like it's clean and professional. You can tell that there's this quality in the code that makes it look really beautiful straight out of the box. And what I love too about the design aesthetic is that they use a lot of color. And if you can't tell by now, I love color, right? Color is not just something that looks pretty, but believe it or not, color is actually a conversion strategy. So as we're building these systems that obviously are selling our products, are selling our services, and are really representing ourselves while we're not online, you want to make sure that your personality comes through all of your marketing assets as well. That way you can build a personal brand that people trust, and then they get one step closer to wanting to actually work with you and buy from you. So I love how they use color because even though this looks extremely clean, extremely professional, the color just brings out warmth, and it makes this person, even though he's not real, but it makes him look approachable. And I really, really love their use of color inside of their templates. And then they have just a gorgeous design aesthetic. So you don't have to do a lot to the Kartra templates. You can come in here and you can even model. Like if you like this template, you can do something like wear the same type of orange sweater or top that this gentleman is wearing. Photograph yourself like that and then replace that image with your image. And so all you have to do is kind of model what's already here and just make it your own, which is really pretty. And I just love how they use these touches of color. It just gives the look of the website a more warm vibe. So yeah, so I'm totally head over heels with the way that Kartra does their design aesthetic. And so if you want to do it yourself, you can rest assured that your website is not going to look like all crazy gobbledygook. It's going to look real nice. There's other platforms out there that they're super duper minimalistic, and unless you have design ability, they are not as easy to look good out of the box. You would have to buy a template or you would have to hire a designer. But and that's totally fine if you want to do that. However, if you want to DIY some of this stuff yourself with some good training on how to create a good color palette, and then, learning how to do your copywriting and how to set up your About Me page, which is really important too. If you can get that training under your belt, then you can build something really nice with Kartra. Okay, so let's go to another one that I really like a lot. There's this other one. I believe it's in the finance. Let me go ahead and enter finance here. Let me see. Finance services. Okay. There's one template here that I'm obsessed with. Ah, yes, it's these. These look so beautiful. Okay, so let me go ahead and bring this out. So this background, stunning. It's gorgeous. See how it looks warm and inviting because of the colors? If what you do requires you to dress up a little bit more, you can, and you're going to look like $1,000,000. So I just love the clean design, but that use of color. It's what basically sets Kartra apart, in my humble opinion. So this is more like a lead funnel, and you can link that to a website. I talk about all that stuff inside of my Profitable Leads Playbooks. If you want to check that out, just go ahead and check that out. But they also have different styles here. Like if you want to give away a lead magnet, they already have all these real beautiful done for you templates that you can make your own. All right. So with that being said, let me go ahead and show you a couple of templates that I created. And the first one is I created one like for a health and wellness coach, and I call it a Jane Doe. And so over here, you'll see that, it has a strong call to action. It has the clickable link to go download like a lead magnet, and it just looks beautiful. And all I did was I just took one of the Kartra templates and I followed pretty much like the layout that they had. Obviously, I personalized it so that it made sense for this particular client, imaginary client. And then everything looks really beautiful and congruent. And then that's all you really need so that you can get that person to land on your website and take an action to download your lead magnet or go attend a webinar, etc. You can make it look really great. And then it also serves as a lead converting system inside of your business. So as far as like the color palette goes, this is not inside of Kartra. Like this is one that I created. I actually created it using my own course called Color Branding for Beginners, where I share how to create your own color palette using AI. So I will also link that in the description box for you. But again, your best bet is to download my Profitable Leads Playbook, where I talk about how to build these systems for your brand so that you can build your own lead generation system that results in leads, sales, and signups. All right. And then the last one I'm going to show you is this one. This one is gorgeous. And I also did this with the help of AI. It is absolutely, in my opinion, stunning. And this one is John Doe. So the color palette also came from what I teach inside of my Color Branding for Beginners course. And then it just looks like $1,000,000, right? This is like a digital marketer. and he just needs a simple front end website that then when you click on these links, it takes you to like a lead capture page. And then once you download the lead magnet, then inside of there, you can promote any offers or affiliate programs, etc. once they're inside your email list. All right. So that's basically what I have designed here. And then I have the ebook here. And so obviously this is very aesthetic. It's warm, it's inviting, and it is very focused on calls to action. And I did it all with Kartra. I've seen other website builders where there's just, if you have an eye for it, you can see that there's something that looks kind of cheap. Kartra, there's something in their code that just makes everything look really crisp, really clean, and really beautiful on all devices. So for that alone, I highly recommend it. If you don't want to build something super duper custom, if you don't want to use WordPress, if you don't need something super duper complicated, but you want to look premium out of the box, then I highly recommend Kartra for you. All right, well, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully that gave you a little bit more information to decide whether you should or shouldn't build your website on Kartra. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section right below this video. And remember, if you want to see how all of these systems work together, pick up a copy of my Profitable Leads Playbook. I will link it for you in the pinned comment. And if you want to go through the Kartra Kickstart, I will also link that for you in the description box right below this video. All right, so this has been Barbie Figueroa with BarbieFigueroa.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.